In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived an elderly woman named Mara. Her little cottage was surrounded by a garden that was the envy of all who saw it. Bright flowers bloomed in every color, vegetables grew in abundance, and the scent of fresh herbs filled the air. Yet, what truly set her garden apart was the peace that enveloped it. Mara was known throughout the village not just for her gardening skills but for her serene demeanor. She greeted everyone with a warm smile and a kind word, often sharing the fruits of her labor with neighbors, ensuring no one went hungry. Despite the hardships of life, Mara was always content. One day, a young man named Leo moved to the village. He was ambitious and constantly chased after success, convinced that wealth and status would bring him happiness. When he heard of Mara's garden, he sought her out, curious about her secret to a fulfilled life. Mara, Leo asked one sunny afternoon as he admired her blooms, how can you be so happy with so little? Don't you wish for more? A bigger house? A fancy life? Mara chuckled softly. Come, sit with me, she said, inviting him to join her on a weathered bench. As they sat among the vibrant flowers, she continued, I used to chase after many things. I thought I needed more money, more possessions. But as I gathered more, I found myself more empty. It was only when I started to nurture what I had that I found true joy. Confused, Leo asked, but how can you be satisfied with just your garden and simple life? Mara pointed to a patch of sunflowers swaying gently in the breeze. Look at those sunflowers. They don't compare themselves to the roses or the tulips. They bloom just as beautifully, celebrating their uniqueness. Contentment comes from appreciating what you have, not longing for what you don't. As days turned into weeks, Leo visited Mara often. He helped her tend the garden, learning the rhythm of planting and harvesting. Slowly, he began to understand her perspective. He watched the villagers who stopped by, sharing laughter and stories, their bonds strengthened by simple acts of kindness. One day, after a long afternoon of weeding and planting, Leo sat with Mara and sighed, I think I understand now. It's not about what we have, but how we choose to see it. I've realized that chasing after more hasn't brought me any happiness. Mara smiled, her eyes sparkling. Exactly. Contentment is a choice, a mindset. It's finding joy in the little things, the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, the beauty of a blooming flower. From that day forward, Leo began to shift his focus. Instead of striving for status, he sought connections with others, finding joy in helping his neighbors and nurturing his own little patch of earth. The more he invested in his relationships and his passions, the richer his life became. As the seasons changed, so did Leo. He became a beloved member of the village, known for his kindness and generosity. And though he may not have had the wealth he once sought, he found something far more valuable, contentment. Lesson: contentment isn't found in the pursuit of more, it's in appreciating what you have and celebrating your unique journey. True happiness comes from nurturing relationships, engaging with your passions, and finding joy in the simple moments of life.